Good evening and welcome to this week's WCT Game of the Week. I am Matt Hill along with my partner Paul Brees, and we are here at Franklin High School, which we're expecting a great matchup where the Rebels will be taking on the Cougars tonight, and it should be, Franklin High School is always a great atmosphere here in their gym. Rowdy fans, lots of people. It's generally packed after, a little bit. I know you're not seeing too much going on right there, but it's going to definitely be hopping here in a little while. And part of that is, just the history they've got here, and they've got, the season started off on the right foot. So, Paul, what are you thinking here?
Well, both these teams are so far looking to improve in the district. Both teams 0-1, lost their first district matchup earlier. As you see, the Centennial starters, they are 7-8 on the season, picked up a win last night, non-district game. And you want to keep your eye out on, Matt, as it's going to be Mia Osmond and Jordan Johnson. Those are your two girls for Centennial to keep your eye on.
See them being introduced right now. No love lost between these two teams. Doesn't matter what sports taking place, ping pong,
absolutely,
basketball, football, and Centennial for the first time this season in football actually beat Franklin this last season. So.
And it's probably been a long time in girls basketball. So you see our starters here for the Rebels. Matt, keep your eye out on Anna Patton and Anna Falasay. There's two scores. Interesting, probably that Hannah Harris, number 21, not starting tonight, but probably will get a lot of playing time. But she actually is one of the leaders scoring as well.
Not a very old team here. You're looking at Franklin's roster. You got a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, just a couple of juniors.
Yep, and
seen a lot of that in the district so far.
Yeah, but Anna Falasay for Franklin is the only senior listed on the roster, and for Centennial, they also are a young team. Matt, two freshmen start, along with sophomore and Esmond, and then junior Jordan Johnson, and the lone senior Taylor Maxwell. And Coach Edmondson, Matt, has done a pretty good job with these Centennial Lady Cougars. They are normally really scratching to win just a few games, but 7-8 already, and the Cougar Nation has got to be excited about the direction of this program.
No doubt about it. And they're excited to get this game tipped off, and Cougars are already trying to get their offense set up. Definitely last year, they were an extremely young team. Not that they're not young this year, but got some more experience under their belt, and they're looking to come into the district and make some noise. Nice job there by Anna Patton to get in the passing lane, tip that ball out of bounds. Cougars will retain possession.
Well, there's Steve Edmondson, Matt, the coach for the Lady Cougars, and again, 7-8 so far. Pretty good job as they head into district play.
Nice pass back outside. You think they got to be looking to feed the rock inside here. You're looking at the good position down low, and they got a little bit of a size advantage. Oh, that was a nice feed inside, and there you see Jordan Johnson, number 10, the junior. Nice position down low, and this is a good job putting it in the bucket.
Oh, very interesting to see Centennial press off the made basket.
And that was some, I really like the ball movement that we saw there from Franklin. Good job understanding, like you said, after the press, able to get that ball down quickly. Good ball movement on the outside, and that was a great job by Rachel Hahn to get the ball and take it in the basket. And you know that Gary Goodwin has got to like what she's seen so far off of that.
Well, first-year coach, assistant at Riverdale High School, has done a good job of bringing this young team along.
And she makes the second, and there is First point for the Lady Rebels. Franklin all over the Cougars here. Full court press. Oh. Good rebound by Ovies. Looked like
yeah, it's Jordan Johnson got called for over the back right there, Matt. So.
Yeah.
Say, Matt, a tremendous three-point shooter, and if they can find her.
And you saw she was set up at the bottom of the screen, ready to put one in.
Well, that's Taylor Maxwell, and that's going to be her second. So the senior, the lone senior out there for Centennial, got 2 already.
Hannah makes 1-1. Rebound by Johnson. So we got Cougars going to maintain possession.
Well, that was Patton.
Excuse me.
Maybe not.
Sorry,
for the Lady Rebels on the running over the screener right there.
Oh, nice job by McPeak. McPeak with the steal and the finish. Rebels doing a nice job with this press. Nothing else, just giving the Cougars something else to think about.
Well, you see, it looks like it all runs through Maxwell right here to get the offense going.
A lot of ball movement to try to get their offense set. It's like Franklin's running a 2-1-2. Correct, Paul?
This looks like it's a matchup zone or maybe a switching man-to-man, but we got a 30-second timeout. Not a bad idea, Coach Edmondson, for the Lady Cougars. You're really not going anywhere with the basket again. No shot clock in high school, Matt, but you're really not attacking the basket. So,
yeah,
not a bad.
I think they got to really start pounding it inside from what I'm looking at. And they've got the definite size advantage and haven't been able to take advantage of that. We've seen the one time where they went down low and Centennial that's when Centennial got their lone points. Franklin looks a little bit more athletic and they're using it to their advantage defensively. But I think they've got to try to pound that ball inside. Centennial, that is. There you see again, Maxwell leading the charge. That's going to be an errant pass, going to go out of bounds, and Rebels will get the ball. McPeak to inbounds. Over to Fossey. And like we already said tonight, Fossey can shoot it from the outside. McPeak wide open, but not able to find her range. It's going to be a miss. Out of bounds to Centennial, and Franklin again setting up the full court press.
A man-to-man full court press, and if Maxwell's got to make better decisions, it could be a long night for the Lady Cougars.
Yeah, that's twice in a row we've seen her have an errant pass go right out of bounds. Good ball movement by Frank. Oh, I thought they were going to get the backside to Patton. Not a good pass. Maxwell again, let's see if she can do a little better job this time when she brings the ball up the court. You know, you see the difference here. You see a lot of standing around from these Centennial Cougars. Franklin able to get the rebound off the missed shot. McPeak pushing it up, and now we see Franklin with another errant pass.
Well, there's a couple of poor decisions by McPeak already. The errant air ball 3, and then right there the pass to the mom in the stands right there.
It was a nice catch.
Well, that time they went a little trap right there up top, and
there you see, not able to find it. We thought we would see the range there. Good rebound. McPeak not able to find her range. Obies comes up with the ball. Turnover to Edmondson. Not able to make that. Anna Patton trying to take it in. Does a smart decision. See she doesn't have anywhere to go. Pulls the back out. Back over to Patton. Dribbles in. Oh, good block by Johnson, Jordan Johnson, the junior.
Hannah Harris coming in, and she'll provide a spark offensively.
You got to wonder if that.
And there we go.
Hinge on her wrist might be why she didn't start tonight. But you're right, she's got some range.
Well, still early, Matt, but halfway through the first quarter, just 4-2. So
yeah,
defensively, both these teams creating a lot of problems.
And 2 of those Franklin points are off of free throws. So really only 2 field goals made all game. Extremely low scoring. Well, the student section's starting to pack it in here. As Hammond makes the first. First points we've had scored in a while.
Yeah. And now you have freshman Jody Hill coming in for Franklin as Shonda Hammond is going to hit both.
And that's going to tie it up with 3:10. Things have slowed down, it seems like. Oh, that long range right there. Not able to find the mark. Jody Hill comes up with the ball, does a good job getting it back over to Obies. Obies not able to find it. Maxwell comes up with the rebound, and she's going to press the action. Back over to Maxwell, and she's going to take one. Not able to find the range. Big rebound, and in by number 22, Elena Stefano. She's also a freshman. A lot of young people on the court right now. 2:25 remaining here in the first quarter. And there, we see Obies finding her range with the threes, first 3 of the night, and that puts Franklin back on the top, 7-6. 2:14 remaining here, and that's going to be a charge. Obies definitely had her ground, but I thought maybe she was moving just a hair. But nonetheless, it's Franklin ball.
Well, that's going to be 2 on Johnson. She's kind of the court leader out there along with Maxwell.
Yep.
And both of them have 2, so
not good.
We'll see if Coach Edmondson pulls the trigger or he lets them stay and ride it out in this first half.
I don't know if he's got a choice to let him ride it out.
Well, I think Folisay's got the green light,
yeah,
Matt, whenever she wants.
I think so, but she's not been able to find it tonight. Oh, everyone just having trouble finding the, wow.
Man.
Jody Hill had the good rebound, but then saw Harris give up the ball, and then Jody comes in with the foul. And that's going to send Edmonds to the line.
Esmond scoreless tonight. And Centennial, Matt, first sub is going to be Lyric Oden. 44, sophomore.
This is Bolts. She's going to stay scoreless. Ball goes out of bounds. Franklin ball. Let's see if Fossey takes one from a good 6 yards behind three-point line again. And she's going to rain it out there. Can't find the mark tonight.
Johnson.
Harris trying to get position down low. Go for the charge. Does a good job coming with the rebound.
Stefano.
Ovi's downstairs. Jody Hill can't find the mark from the outside.
I don't know what the shooting percentages are going to be, but right
they
now
are looking pretty dismal. We're talking about Stefano.
Yeah, 22 for Centennial. She does a nice job cleaning up the boards. You know,
just a freshman too.
Yeah, and you know, Matt, Franklin defensively, you know, they're switching every screen.
Yeah.
And that's part of Centennial's offense is ball screening, and then trying to break it down. And they have, you know, with the switching, they need to counter that. And somebody kind of needs to slip to the basket. But
not happening right now. It doesn't seem to. It seems to me there's a lot of standing around as well, especially down low. Only a couple people for Centennial seem to be moving much. That's Maxwell, and every now and then you see Johnson and DeStefano getting the action, but most of the time they just seem to be standing around waiting on something to happen. And as Maxwell moves, Franklin just kind of moves with her.
Well, less than a minute, about 40 seconds here in this first quarter.
Down to 30 seconds. I think Franklin may hold for the final shot. Franklin up by one. What do you call this here, Paul?
Coach, they're holding it for one shot. Now they're going to get it back up top and run something. That was kind of a slight delay. As you got about 5 seconds.
5.
Got in the freshman's hands.
3.
Ovi's.
Got to put it up. I think she got fouled there, but.
Well, the horn didn't go off.
A little delayed reaction, but it did, and that's the end of our first quarter here at Franklin High School, where the Lady Rebels lead the Lady Cougars 7-6. Been kind of hard to find a bucket tonight so far in the early goings, but it's a close one nonetheless.
Well, this is what Coach Edmondson's got to be, I mean, not pleased with the way they're shooting the basketball, but the end result is that, you know, being only a point down, heading into the second quarter.
Yeah, and taking nothing away from the Lady Cougars, though, I don't really feel like it was almost that much of their defense. Franklin missed a ton of shots, and a lot of those were wide open. You saw several threes that uncontested that were going nowhere. Franklin did a good job moving the ball back and forth, trying to find the open shooter, but no one was able to drain it.
Open up second quarter play. Franklin's gonna have the ball, man, and it's gonna be Follise, Hill, Ovi's, Harris, and Patton to open up here for Franklin.
It's an athletic lineup here that can all shoot the ball. Ovi's tries to take it in strong, not able to make the basket, comes up with her own rebound. Not able to find the mark. That's going to be a rebound by Johnson. Fosse's struggles continue from beyond the arc. I believe she's not scored yet, has she?
That is correct, Matt. And Johnson, that's who they want to get it to, Matt.
Yeah. And that was a nice, strong move. Thought the ball went right down to the baseline, backed it in. Puts in 2, gives them the lead right back. 8-7. Back over to Fosse. She's going to keep shooting until she finds it, and she does. That's going to make it 10-8. 6:45 remaining in the second period. Rebels back on top, 10-8. We see Maxwell back in the game. Already with 2 fouls. Harris all over it. See Johnson in the game, and you just see the standing around that's happening. See the size differential that Odin's got, and Odin just hanging out. And see Johnson, much shorter, came across and basically pushed her back across the other side of the lane.
Yeah.
Like, you're just going to stand there, I'll make something happen, and we see Kira Spirito come into the game, along with McPeak back in. Saw Spirito blow. Oh, nice job. Harrison, that's definitely going to be a foul. McPeak got slammed in the back. And that was number 3, Daisha Favors, sophomore. But had the chance to see Spirito play a lot in middle school where we taught.
Yeah.
And she can light it up from the outside.
That's not a great decision by Fosse.
No, not a good pass at all. A couple guys in the student section trying to say tip, but I think not going to get that call.
Well, McPeak's going to pick up a cheap foul right there, Matt. That's 5 team fouls. Coach Goodwin is going to get Hannah Harris back in, and Fosse is going to finally come out of the game, and a host of
Odin's out. A lot of new faces. Heyman back in. Along with Favors. Edmonds. Stefano back in. Be interesting with Fosse out of the lineup. Who's going to start pulling the trigger here for these young ladies?
Harris, 21, Patton.
Back over to Hill. Hill's going to take the shot from the corner. Can't find it.
Great
rebound by
box out.
Spirito, no doubt about it. The Lady Rebels just cannot seem to buy a bucket tonight. Anna Patton, 2 good open looks there. Nobody able to put it in.
That's on Courtney Perkins. Well, that's who they want, Johnson. And she has picked up 6 points. She's going to push it right back.
She's the one who's going to score for Centennial. Maxwell, the offense kind of runs through her, but all the points are going to go on the board through Johnson, and Johnson able to tie it up with 5:07 remaining here before the half.
Well, a little discussion to find out who tipped it.
All right, I guess Franklin did. I don't think they're going to turn it down. Right down to Spirito. Spirito going to go up strong, but Johnson does a good job of blocking that.
Yeah.
Talking a little trash on the way down.
Maxwell can get it to her.
Good job by Jody Hill. Hill wide open, going to be uncontested. Looks like not able to bring it in. Got a little antsy with Johnson on her tail. Spirito there with the rebound, kicks it over to Harris, and Harris completes it. Puts Franklin back up by 2 with 4:40 remaining here before the half.
On a great job by Spirito on the hustle play right there.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing from her. We got a lot of young girls here for Franklin playing really well.
They got to look for Johnson. 10, the high post. That's pretty dangerous.
Oh, yeah. You see she got a little space to maneuver, and as soon as she got the ball, she put it down, went right down the baseline, and not able to convert, but she's going to get to the line with an opportunity to tie this game up.
Yep, that's Harris. Hannah Harris, her first. Johnson. Her first free throw on the night, Matt.
This is the first.
She's got 6 of the 10. So you know how important she is to scoring column.
No doubt. Make it 7 of the 11 now. Thought Harris might pull the trigger there.
Harris likes to penetrate.
Four minutes remaining here before the half. We've got a 1-point game. Franklin 12, Cougars 11. Centennial trying to make something happen.
I got to find Johnson right there.
And that's the game plan. 13-12. Johnson now with 9 points.
Well,
Seen some bad passes here by.
It's not bad coaching with Falasay out of the game that the Cougars stayed in the zone. And I tell you what, if Johnson will go to the middle of this zone break,
oh yeah,
she will be having whatever she would like. Wow.
Oh, I can't believe that even found rim.
DeStefano just throwing it up.
Yep.
Good play by Maxwell. A hustle play.
Yeah, and you can see she's got some vision down court.
You gotta get out of that trap. She threw it off the referee. And I think Esmond is very appreciative.
No doubt about it. And we've got Favors back into the game for DeStefano, the freshman. Under 3 minutes, 2:55 and counting.
And this time, Matt, they go back to man. So that's going to make Jordan Johnson work a little bit harder offensively.
And you see Jody Hill's a big body on her.
Maxwell's got to be ready to pull the trigger.
Big rebound. Oh, I thought Johnson was going to come away with it. Nice job there by Perkins. And Perkins does a smart thing, throwing it right off Johnson's leg. Realized that she wasn't in good position. Like we're going to have a timeout with 2:30 exactly on the clock. Close game. A lot more scoring here in the second quarter.
Well, it was 7-6 after one. 13-12 with 2:30 left. Still a lot of scoring opportunities out there, just not converting. But there's one girl for Centennial that has converted her opportunities. That's Jordan Johnson, 9 out of the 13. And not a bad job by Coach Goodwin. She'd been sitting in that zone, and Johnson made her pay, and now she went back out to man. And then Centennial has a little more tougher time to create shots in that man, with Johnson being hounded by Hill or Harris, or you can pick your poison.
Yeah. When they're in the zone, she's able to just sit right in there and do whatever she wanted to do.
Well,
we see Fossey back into the game.
And we'll see if Coach Edmondson stays in the zone. If Follesay can catch fire.
At the same time, Johnson is out for the Cougars.
A little chess match going on between the two coaches. Spirito to Hill.
Hill able to find a bucket tonight.
And that combo worked a lot in middle school.
Yes, it did.
Spirito to Hill.
They know each other well, and that puts Franklin back on top. 14-13, 1:45 remaining. Spirito trying to get the team fired up over there. Hill trying to come. Oh, nice job by Spirito.
Esmond,
Hill had to come off of her of Oden, and Esmond does a good job trying to get the ball over to her, but Spirito just flew in from nowhere, knocked that ball away from her.
Well, that man-to-man defense, Matt.
Yeah.
Now, it's all about can Franklin convert offensively.
Yeah, so they've definitely had the looks. They've been able to stop them on defense, but not been able to put the ball in the bucket. This game could be a lot different if they could find their range. And Maxwell has just had some errant passes tonight, something we were not expecting to see. Fossey can't find her range still. Rebound by Hahn. Maxwell going to slow it down. We have reached the 1 minute mark here before the half.
Follesay is going to pick up her second, and Coach Goodwin is going to pull her
without thinking twice about it. Well, we see Johnson back in the game as well with just a minute remaining. 1 point ball game. Maxwell with the opportunity to tie it up. And she makes it to get the go-ahead point. Not able to convert. Johnson with a great
you don't
rebound.
want her to get it.
No doubt about that.
She's thinking maybe she was fouled, but there's
good steal
Esmond.
by Edsman. Whew. Back over to Johnson's got position on Spirito.
Better hurry and get rid of it. Wow, it's getting sloppy.
No doubt about it. Spirito able to come up with the ball.
And Spirito needs to dribble out of there. We got 30 seconds, Matt.
Just under. Lady Rebels have the ball across midcourt. Down to 20. So they're going to hold for the last shot, and we're going to see this little rotation over again.
Yeah. If they slip somebody at the high post, Matt, they're going to get a shot.
7 seconds.
Oh, my.
Johnson. Ball turned over to Johnson.
She may take it coast to coast.
2 seconds. 1. And the ball's going to, time's going to expire. And that's going to do it for first half action here at Franklin High School, where the Lady Rebels lead the Lady Cougars 14-13. And we'll be back on WCTV with second half action right after this.
Children just seem to be born leaders. They have the natural ability and confidence that just makes other people want to work with them. But all children can become leaders, and here are a few things you can try to develop the leadership potential for your child. First, watch leaders in the news and talk about what makes them good at leading. Model leadership for your child through your own involvement in school, business, or community activities. Teach your child to look at things from other people's points of view, because good leaders can see the world from different perspectives. Look for opportunities for your child to be involved in leadership activities through church, clubs, scouts, or athletic teams. Hold family meetings and let your child take turns being in charge. Now remember, don't pressure your child beyond his ability. If he seems to be unhappy or stressed, just relax and lighten up and try again when he's ready. Remember, stay connected. You're the vital link in your child's school success. I'm Joan Tidwell, and this is Parent Connection.
Well, welcome back to second half action of this week's WCT Game of the Week. I am Matt Hill, on my partner Paul Brees, and we are here at Franklin's High School, where the Lady Rebels are currently leading the Lady Cougars 14-3. Kind of a slow first half, a lot of missed shots, and these ladies, one of these teams is going to have to pick it up, put the ball in the bucket, try to make something happen. Paul, what do you got for us?
Well, just to kind of give you an idea, Centennial's leading scorer Jordan Johnson has 9 of the 13 for Centennial. On the other side, Matt, 7 different Lady Rebels scored, so there's not really one person you can focus on, but it's just a matter of creating those points and converting them.
They've had a lot of open looks, but not been able to put it in. And one of the people that we thought was going to be able to do that was Anna Fossey, and she's just not been able to find her range.
Well, that's what they can't do, is they cannot turn it over Centennial.
Oh, and Maxwell does a good job of getting that pass lane to come with the ball, and she's going to get fouled. She got hacked.
Well, that's not a bad foul by Ovies. I mean, if
agreed.
They're going to go for a breakaway layup, you may as well get your money's worth 45 feet from the basket.
This student section from both these teams are starting to fill up, and they may play a factor here in the second half. They generally get into it here at Franklin High School.
Well, there's a nice shot and a good rebound by Hammond.
Hammond does a good job of getting or having her head on the swivel, coming to that ball, putting it in, and putting the Lady Cougars up by 1.
And the problem with the student section, Matt.
Yep, you're seeing it. We're going to have to stand up.
Stand up.
I might have to burn some calories doing so. Good job by Rachel Hahn putting the ball in, and we got a little back and forth action happening right here to start off the second half. A plethora of points being scored.
Absolutely. Oh, Johnson,
nice head fake. Oh, it rattles it home.
You know it's a good night when stuff like that kind of starts dropping for you.
No doubt about it. And second half action definitely really starting to pick up. Hahn gets it blocked. Patton came and got the ball but lost it.
Well, I think Coach Goodwin at halftime said we're going to start pounding the inside of that zone. Stop shooting so many threes.
Oh, good job by Obies. And Maxwell, another foul. Is that her fourth? No, or third?
That would be Maxwell's third.
Maxwell not done a lot from offensively by putting points on the board, but she definitely is their field general. She runs the ball up and down the court. Got good vision. Got to keep her out of foul trouble. Well, she's already in it.
So look for Hahn and Patton to work the inside of that zone.
Well, Fossey will fire it up out there. And
Hammond, only a freshman, Matt, so when you see those mistakes out there by 32 Hammond for Centennial, you just got to think, she's still
the future is bright.
Pretty young.
And there you see something. Well, Hahn got her hand on the ball, maybe with her foot right out of bounds. Nobody getting open here. Johnson finally coming. Nice job there by Patton getting her hand on the ball.
Well, that's not what you want to do, is dribble once and pick it up.
No doubt about it, especially when you got two people right in your face. And we're going to have a timeout. Lady Cougars.
Well, Coach Edmondson, that's his second timeout. He's got 3 remaining. And so, Matt, it's 5:29 here in the third quarter. Centennial Lady Cougars 17 and the Rebels 16 in the
much faster pace here this half, and not just faster because there was a lot of back and forth, but the ball's going in the hoop so far, and I'm enjoying that.
Absolutely. Well. Oh, nice steal by McPeak.
She's able to take it coast to coast. Looks like she got fouled to me.
Yeah.
But Johnson comes away with the ball.
The one thing McPeak does is she needs to go ahead and shoot the layup. She get fouled.
She hesitated. She needed to just take it right in there.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if Centennial will get the ball to Johnson right there in the middle. As she is very.
That was a great move. You saw Franklin kind of converge on her.
It's very interesting to see if Coach Goodwin and the Lady Rebels stick in that zone with Johnson really roaming the high post area.
Johnson up by 3 now. Spierto, good pass down low. Hahn not able to convert, but she is fouled and will go to the line.
Well, that's Hammond's first.
This is the biggest lead that Centennial's had so far. 3 points. 4:40 remaining here in the third. Hahn sinks the first, cuts it to a 2-point game. Hill back into the game. Freshman. Believes she has 2 points tonight. And Hahn makes the second, cuts it to a 1-point lead. And then we see a host of Cougars coming to the game. Johnson, most notably, and Maxwell, both leaving.
Matt, if it tells you anything, Rachel Hahn's the leading scorer for Franklin with 5.
Wow. What that also tells me, if some of the Franklin scorers who generally are able to put the ball in the basket get hot, this game could get ugly quick. Franklin's done a pretty good job defensively on the inbounds.
Yeah. Now they go back to man, which is a nice call, but Johnson's not in the game.
Oh, Fossey all over her. That's going to be a jump ball.
Well, the jump ball in the alternate possession goes to Centennial. Hill with the steal.
Nice job by Hill. Oh, not able to control the ball.
Wow.
Hahn going to put it in, and now she's going to stay the leading scorer and take the lead for the Rebels all the way. Going to be 20-19. Just at 4 minutes here in the third. Man, it's going to be a turnover.
Well, and
By
Coach Edmondson tried to sub Johnson and Maxwell and out of the game, and
wasn't happening.
That was
Got a little breather and a drink. That seat didn't get too warm though. Hill trying to make a strong move, kicks it back over to Hahn, and Hahn has definitely got the hot hand tonight. Puts Franklin up by 3, 3:30 remaining here in the third.
Oh, Matt, with 3:30 left, Rachel Hahn has.
Nice steal by Hill. Great job defensively.
There's Hahn. Oh, they tried to, Follis, they tried to find her.
Yeah, and you see that the nice job that Hammond did defensively, getting that lane, grabbing the ball.
No, what I was going to say, Matt, is Hahn has 8 points, the only scorer for Franklin this quarter.
Down low to Hammond. Back over to Johnson. Yeah. That's a smart move every time, all day, every day. And that's going to be cut it back to a 2-point game. Hill with the rebound and the score, and she's going to the strike. Nice job by Hill. Strong move. Knew she was going to receive some contact. Puts it in anyways.
Well, that was a hustle play as Esmond for the Lady Cougars, Matt, was in position to rebound, but she wasn't moving, and she says, "Nope, I am done, Coach. Take me out of this game."
And I believe he was happy to oblige.
Yep.
And I believe that's Hill's fourth point. Is that Hill's fourth point?
No, that would be 5.
5. 25-21, under 3 minutes now. Maxwell trying to get the Cougars offense in position to make something happen. Hammond going to try to make it do it, and she now is going to drive right to the basket on Hahn, put it in, and Hahn fouls her, and Hammond's going to go to the line. 2-point game right now. Good back and forth action so far here in the third quarter. And Hammond converts.
Yep, Hammond.
1-point game.
3 for 3 from the line tonight. Not a bad free throw shooter by the freshman.
Not at all.
And it's interesting to see that Jordan Johnson is playing in the middle of that zone.
Yeah. Jody Hill again. She finds the mark. 7 points now for the freshman. We got a lot of young ladies contributing tonight here for both these squads. Hill really making her presence known. Hill with the rebound. Back over to Fossey.
Yeah, this is a chance right here, Matt, for Franklin to.
Oh, you can't leave her feet.
Well, they're going to give it back to her.
And blocking foul on Johnson. And Patton will go to the line.
That's going to be 3 on Johnson.
And a 3-point lead for the Rebels here to try to extend it to 5, which I believe is the most that they've had it at. And she misses the first. Chance to make it a 2-possession game. Not able to do it. Rebound by Johnson.
1 for 4, Matt.
1 for 4. Back over to Maxwell.
They have a little transition free throw break. And Hammond stuck. And she didn't realize it. Johnson.
Spirito all over the place. Hill able to get a hold of the ball. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow to Franklin. 1:36 remaining here in the third. Fossey directing traffic. Back over to Patton. Hahn had position way down low on Oden. Fossey still having troubles finding the mark all night tonight.
Well, I'm surprised that she pulled the trigger, Matt. They've done a nice job hitting the high post and then down to Hahn.
I think there might be a little frustration on her part.
Spirito's going to pick up blocking foul.
I like the hustle Spirito's got up there. She has been all over the place defensively. Oh, that looked like to me it was going in, but
yeah, not a bad shot by DiStefano.
Also a freshman.
And here comes another substitute. I believe it's Peyton Cantrell, 14.
You'd be correct. She's coming in for Maxwell. Maxwell going to ride the pine for a little bit. Cantrell over to Hill. Hill over to Hill. Not Hill. Patton, excuse me.
Well, that's a coach's nightmare. You're bringing somebody in for a sub, and they take the first shot as soon as they touch it. But
yeah,
instead of getting in the flow, and DeStefano.
Nice shot by DeStefano.
On the board, Matt. We got less than 30 seconds here.
Yeah, cuts it to 1. Franklin with the ball. Imagine we're going to see that little rotation in the corner here pretty soon.
They got to look for Hahn, 33.
Yeah,
she's standing at the high post right now.
I think you got to run something off it. I think you can't just throw it to her right there where you're sitting. 12 seconds. Hill with the ball, and that is a great job by Johnson. She read that all the way. Lazy pass by Hill, and Johnson is going to give the Cougars the lead, and that is going to be the end of the third quarter. Great read by Johnson. Way to finish up by the Lady Cougars. You see the smile on her face. She is definitely happy with herself and what she just accomplished.
Well, Matt, if it tells you anything, Centennial scored 15 points in the third quarter alone. They only scored 13 in the first 2 quarters, and 8 of those 15 were by Jordan Johnson.
Yeah, both teams, Franklin at 14, correct? And so, you know, both teams come out here and almost match their first half scoring here in 1 quarter.
Well, it's interesting. Jordan Johnson has 17. And
Johnson has been the offense for Centennial.
Playing lights out. And you give a team like Centennial, who's really never pulled the trigger on a win, hit Franklin, some life and some get some adrenaline flowing.
Let them hang around, and you see something like that, and, you know, a little errant pass at the end of a quarter. Get them fired up.
See the referee right there, getting some face time.
Johnson to inbound. Ooh. Looked like Odin on the backside.
DeStefano.
Rebound.
Nice rebound position by Patton, yeah.
Hill with the ball.
Cantrell over there, Matt. She pulled the trigger early, and now she's a little more hesitant to pull it. And you gotta work the inside. That's a great up and under.
Oh, yeah. You got to love it. Old school move, but it does the job, and it's going to take Patton right to the line.
That's Johnson's 4th, man. I tell you what, we're going to pull. It's going to be huge, man, if Johnson has to come out for any time.
Oh, yeah. She has been Centennial's entire offense.
Well, I'll tell you what, another thing, Coach, is got to be a little upset with is Anna Patton, 1 for 5 from the stripe.
Yeah. And that can kill you down the stretch here.
There we go. There we go. I helped her out a little bit.
Nothing else that's going to tie it up. 28-28, 7:20 remaining here in the ball game. Yeah.
Well, Hammond not set on the screen right there, Matt. Going to pick up a cheap one. That's her 2nd. Maxwell's coming back in for Favors. So, you know, when you got a young team like this, Matt, it's very hard to go to the bench.
Yeah. When you get people in foul trouble like Johnson, who's your main scorer.
And Franklin's really deep.
It's like you said, 7 different players scored in the first half. Nice job by Hahn.
Wow.
Wow, I thought she was going to be able to finish there. And Hammond, look at the athletic ability there. I'm not getting in her way. Not able to put it in.
You can't catch your own pass. And she threw it up, caught it, shot it back.
Guess they're not going to call it. Hammond going to try to give the Cougars the lead.
Now Hammond's 3 for 3, Matt. Did I jinx her?
Nope. Make it 4 for 4. Under 7 minutes remaining here. Hammond not able to convert on the second. I think that she's going to be the best option
scoring
for the Cougars with Johnson on the bench.
Now Esmond hit some big threes last night in their game against, I believe it was Glencliff, as they came away with a big victory, but you need
nice
points.
Position down low by Patton. That was beautiful. She had great position. You saw her do the pivot, swim around, right in. Good job by Hahn recognizing the position that Patton had. And that is going to give the Rebels the lead with 6:35 remaining here in the game. Patton was struggling from the line, converted her last, and got to rattle that one home.
Well, Matt, if this is a nice coaching move by Coach Edmondson, is to get Johnson in the game off on the offensive end, see if she can get her sneak her out on the defensive end so she doesn't foul out. But you're going to have to step up and stop her.
She tried to get past it around to Hammond, but off Hahn's foot.
Stefano is going to try the big three.
I think so. It looked like she found the mark from this end. Good rebound by Jody Hill. She's had a couple of shots that have just looked beautiful, but not gone in. Down low to Patton again.
You got to look for Hill and Hahn. Cantrell trying to force it.
Yep. She's not looked great since she came into the game. Nice job by Hammond. Come up with that ball.
Oh, wow.
Ties it up with 4:40 remaining in the game. Great job by Hammond. She has come alive here in this fourth quarter.
Going to run a set play on the zone.
Fossey back over to Hill, cross court. Hill not able to find it. Johnson with the big rebound.
I tell you what, if I was Centennial Coach Edmondson, I would take Jordan Johnson and move her out of the lane on the zone, Matt.
Yes.
Being inside, that's a easy way to pick up your fifth foul.
You're asking for it.
I would put her out on the perimeter somewhere.
You got Johnson. She's a big body down there. She can handle it.
But
especially defensively.
Well, tied up. And they're going to pick a foul up of Patton.
Patton doesn't like it, but she definitely did.
Well, that's still only 5 fouls, team fouls, Matt, so they're going to still have to throw it in bounds. And here comes spear toe for Cantrell.
Yep, 4:37 here. Game knotted up at 31. And we've had a great second half.
They got it into Johnson. And you just can't do that out of bounds underneath it. You got to find their best player.
Johnson to the line now. Try to give the Cougars the lead.
She's 1 of 2.
15 points. Not able to make either.
It was huge, man. They could have had a little confidence here. It's almost the halfway point of the fourth quarter coming down.
Yep. Go down there defensively with the lead instead of tied up. Take some of the pressure off you. Patton again, nice position, kicks it back out to Fossey. Fossey just not able to find it tonight. Hammond back over to Johnson. Johnson to Maxwell. Looks like Maxwell going to slow it down a little bit. Right at the 4-minute mark.
That's going to be on Hahn, I believe.
Yep, Johnson back to the line.
Only your second. Now, Matt, you know, when you play a lot of kids, you gather a lot of fouls. Nobody really gets into foul trouble.
That is the truth. I mean, and it's a luxury you've got, especially with the depth that they have here. And a lot of young folks.
There's 6 players with 2 fouls, but nobody has more than 2. So, and Johnson is 0 for 3 in the 4th quarter when it was crunch time to, when you really need a free throw and you're in the 1-and-1s, you've got to somehow make that first one to give you a chance.
Well, this coming down to the wire here. 3:28 remaining here in the 4th period after a very lackluster first half. It has been quite a second half here. 31-31. Game could really go any way. You know, look for Centennial with Johnson. Definitely their main scorer. Hammond has come down the stretch here with 10 points. She is also able to do it. Hahn tonight and Hill in the second half have done a great job, but you really cannot count out any of these Lady Rebels, especially Fossey from the outside. Patton has done well from the inside. Should be an interesting one coming down the stretch. Fossey back over to Hill.
Again, Johnson in the middle of that zone defensively, and she's got to be careful.
Oh, could have picked up a cheap one right there. That's going to be out of bounds on Hahn. Well, I thought it was. Hill going to fire it right from the get-go, and she connects. 34-31. 3:04 remaining. Hill now in double digits. Ten points on the night for the young freshman. Spierto, another hustle play. She has been all over the place defensively. Fossey does a nice job with. We should have saw Patton do that earlier. Knew she was going to get hit, didn't care, bumped her body in. Going to have the opportunity to make this a 4-point, 5-point game, make it 2 possessions. We're going to have a timeout by Centennial. Definitely not happy with the way things just transpired.
Well, that was a huge 5-point turnaround.
Yeah.
As a Folisay, Matt is yet to attempt a free throw. Only 3 points on the night. A lot of field goal attempts. Just hasn't.
Yeah, can't find the mark. That basket, and, you know, the more you miss, the smaller that basket seems to get.
Whoa, look out.
Wow.
The cheerleaders, you know, the ones that do the flips all the way around to one side of the next,
I would be throwing up right now.
Folisay, Matt.
It's
just one of those nights, I guess.
Yeah, and that's not what she wanted here at the home crowd, one of their big district rivals. Can't be happy with the way she's playing. Sinks the second, makes it a 4-point game.
Yeah, that makes a big play with a 2-possession game. With Johnson
under 3 minutes. Hammond had position down low. Very errant pass.
And DeStefano turns it over. A crucial moment. If somehow Franklin can convert right here.
Let's turn out the lights. I think you're also going to see him try to run some much time off the clock as they can as they spread it out up top. See Hill at the top of the key. That high post setting. Somebody from Centennial is going to have to do something.
Well, it's going to lead to an easy basket.
And it just did. Nonetheless, maybe not put it in, but they are going to go to the line. 2:06 remaining, 4-point game. If Patton makes both of these, it's going to be pretty rough. Really, nobody from Centennial has been able to hit beyond the arc tonight. And she makes the first 5-point game. DeStefano's the only one that we've really seen pull the trigger from beyond the arc, but she's not been able to find the mark either.
This is going to be Patton's 9th free throw attempt.
This is the second. Great job by Hahn. Back over to Hill. And they're just going to pass this ball around. 150. Somebody from Centennial is going to have to do something.
Going to have to play man-to-man.
Yep. Force them to do something. Good job by Maxwell to make her put the ball on the ground, but picks up the cheap foul. Going to put Fossey to the line, who's 1 for 1.
Follissey is 1 for 2.
I'm saying Fossey. Excuse me.
Absolutely.
Apologize to the young lady. Jack it up, not able to connect. Hill with the rebound.
And this is going to be a tough way to dig yourself out of a hole down by 7 for Centennial.
I don't think it's going to happen.
And Johnson almost picked up her 5th foul.
Again, just playing keep away. They'll try to force the Cougars to do something, to commit a foul.
Now we're at the 1-minute mark of the 4th quarter, Matt, and barring some kind of crazy, unforeseen turnaround here, it looks like the Lady Rebels are going to even out their district record at 1-1.
Yeah, 45 seconds and counting. Well, clock has stopped. 45 seconds. Lady Cougars down by 7. Franklin leads. Follissey at the line.
She has 6 on the night, Matt.
Can't convert.
She's had a tough night.
She has. Still a 7-point game.
Look for DeStefano or Esmond. Try to create something. And
DeStefano turns it over. Centennial, hung in there for the vast majority of the game. Down by 1 at half. Led as many as 3 a couple times. Got to give them some credit. They didn't come in here trying to get a, I would say not a moral win, but a moral victory. Just keeping it close. That's not what they wanted. But they really hung in there. They got a young team, not a lot of depth. And when you look at this Franklin squad, the depth they have and the ability they have, and so many players able to cycle in and out. Centennial really did a good job hanging in there, just kind of able Game got away from him at the end, especially after Jody Hill made that three and then they turned the ball over.
Well, you have the difference in the fourth quarter has been free throws and free throw attempts.
Yeah.
You know, Centennial's 1 for 5. And Franklin is 6 for 11. And you have 7 different scores for Franklin, Matt, versus only 3 for Centennial. So you talked about depth. And you think you want to get it in the hands of your best free throw shooter. Palisades had some tough times at the line. Rachel Hahn, she's still in the game as 33. We try to.
Well, I think probably Palisades is probably one of their better free throw shooters for the year. Just not tonight. And she seemed a little upset with Hill. I think maybe that was more frustration with herself kind of taking it out on her. But she makes the first. 8-point game. Make it a 9-point game. 20 seconds remaining. I think we got to just shoot the ball here at this point.
Yep.
Not able to do it. Hahn comes away with the ball, and she's going to go to the line.
Well, Matt, with about 11 seconds left, we'll recap the scoring. Jordan Johnson for Centennial led the Lady Cougars with 17, and LaShondra Hammonds added 10. On the Lady Rebel side, I mean, Jody Hill, the freshman, with 10.
Yeah, she put on a show.
And Rachel Hahn has 10. She connects on that free throw. Falasay has 8 with 5 of those on free throws here in the fourth quarter. And Anna Patton had 6. And she played a really good fourth quarter as well, so.
And I was also really impressed, with Spirito off the bench. Didn't score as much, but a lot of hustle plays out there. The future of Franklin basketball looks good, and there you see Hammond. And the future for Centennial's looking pretty dang good right there with that freshman now. And that's going to be the end of our game here. Lady Rebels 41, Lady Cougars 33. And what was a much closer matchup than what it finished out to be, and really an excellent second half.
Yeah, the fourth quarter, 14-5 in Franklin's favor, and that's what was the difference, Matt. Much enjoyable game. And
yeah, the first half wasn't so hot, but this second half they came out on firing on all cylinders. But stay tuned for WCTV for second half action, where we're going to watch the boys teams take each other on. Stay tuned for Pets of the Week. I'm Matt Hill for my partner Paul Brees. We'll see you in a minute.